In our back squat, the first thing we're going to discuss here is our grip. So we can see our athlete here tucked in under the bar. Knees are a little bit bent here. The bar is sitting on the upper trap. So this is the meaty part or the muscly part of that upper area of the shoulder. You want to make sure that this bar is not sitting on directly on the spine. Some people do like to take the option of moving that bar down the back a little bit to hold it down that way. This is a little bit more of an advanced option. And then you see there that the athlete just is moving his hands in and out. The closer the athlete can have their hands in, tightens that core up and allows you the ability to stand up a little bit more, gives you a little bit more power. If they don't have that shoulder flexibility, then they can go a little bit wider. So as the athlete turns around here, gets his grip in order, bends his knees, stand himself directly up, and he's going to walk himself forward. Now, core stays nice and tight. When you're doing a back squat with an athlete, you're never going to walk forward. You're just going to actually walk backwards. But for the sake of the video here, we have walked forward. So the athlete's going to stand, get his body weight squat position. The feet are about shoulder width apart. He's going to hinge at the hips as we talked about with the body weight squat. Core stays nice and tight. You can see his chest stays nice and high here, and eyes are a little bit elevated so as to not round that back out. A couple of cues you can use with the back squat or any squat is to feel like there's maybe a piece of wood in between those knees, as we don't want the knees to come in or to tear the floor apart down at the bottom. So you want to try, as you see here, to break 90 degrees in that squat. At the very least, we want our athletes to hit parallel. If they're not able to, then we have to work on some squat therapy with them to be able to accomplish this. We want to make sure the spine stays nice and neutral, and we don't want that back to round out at all. Again, like we said with the body weight squat, it's very important that we watch the mechanics closely of the squat and fix anything that might not be functional, as we don't want to load any poor movement patterns.